So we're going to look at some algebraic expressions. So we're going to look at, we've got 4 different types of examples here. Okay, so first is a plug-in type question, right? So we have x equals -2. And then they ask you what is 2x squared plus 5x minus 7. Okay, so all we're really going to do here is plug in that -2 for x. So 2 times -2 squared plus 5 times -2 minus 7. Okay, so what does that leave us with? 2 times 4 plus 5 times -2 is -10 minus 7. Okay, what we're left with here, 2 times 4 is 8 minus 10 minus 7. 8 minus 10 is -2. -2 minus 7 is -9. Okay, so that's plug in. Okay, next, so simplifying an expression. All right, so write this one up here, 3 times 5x plus 4 minus 2 times 6x plus 3. Okay, so what we're going to do is use distributive property, then subtract, right? So that means I'm going to multiply 3 times the 5x plus 3 times the 4, and the same over here. So 3 times 5x, 15x, 3 times 4 is 12, so plus 12, minus, then we have 2 times 6x, so 12x, and 2 times 3 is 6. Okay, now we're going to subtract like terms. So we have 15x minus 12x, that one minus that one, and 12 plus 6. Okay, so 15x minus 12x, 3x, minus 12 plus 6, 18. Okay, looks good. Two left. Okay, so now it's with a fraction and variable we're adding here. So we got 1/3 x plus 1/2 x equals 3. Okay, and what is x? Okay, so we're adding, just because there's a variable there, don't let that throw you off, right? Is we need to find that common denominator, right? So the common denominator will be 6, right? So 1/3 x is the same as 2/6 x, right? Just multiply the top and the bottom by 2, right? 1 times 2 is 2, 3 times 2 is 6, so 2/6 x plus 3/6x equals 3, right? The way I did that, right, is with the 1/2 x, I multiplied top and bottom, numerator and denominator by 3, so 1 times 3 is 3, 2 times 3 is 6, now we have 3/6x equals 3. Okay, so now we can add these two together, right? So 2/6 plus 3/6 equals 5/6, x equals 3. Okay, and now we need to get rid of this 5/6, right? So I need to multiply it by what's called the inverse, right? So the inverse of 5/6 is 6/5, right? So when I multiply that by 6/5, that's going to cancel everything out, and then we just have x. And remember to do it to the other side. X equals 18/5, right? 3 times 6 is 18, 1 times 5 is 5. All right. One left. All right, this one's a little more complicated to plug in, but we can do it. X equals 9, y equals 1/3 x. They want to know x minus y over 2. Okay, how do we do this, right? So this looks complicated, doesn't it? Right, so the big thing is we need to figure out what y equals before we worry about x minus y divided by 2. Okay, so it's pretty simple, we just have to plug that in. So y equals 1/3 x, right? Y equals 1/3 times x, which is 9. Right? Which equals 9 over 3. 9 over 3 equals 3. Okay, so now we know that x equals 9. It's 9. Y equals 3 all over 2. Okay, that's 6 over 2. And everybody can see that, what I did here, right? X was 9, right? Put that right there into the formula. Y was 3, we found out, right? So subtract that, x minus y, 3 divided by 2 equals 6 divided by 2, which equals 3.